Good morning again, everybody. I had it on the live feed before I had it on the intro there. I don't know if anybody caught that or if I got it in time. I don't know. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber, and this is Let's Stitch It Tuesday. So today we're gonna do card number 2, which is literally, y'all, these are half double crochets. If you do not know how to do a half double crochet, please let me know in the comments, and I will pull out my gear and things to show you. But this is literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. 9 rows of half double crochets, and then 2 rounds of single crochet border. You saw me. Good morning, Lisa and Grammy Rita, Melissa G, Valerie, Joanne, Lana Nana was my first person to like or follow my new Etsy shop, y'all. By the way, I reopened my Etsy shop. I used to have one. I've been on Etsy for like 14 years, y'all. I saw it said became a member for 2011 or something like that. So 14 years ago, I created an Etsy account. And I, at some point, had created a shop to start putting like PDFs and things on. And that's what it's going to be again. And it may have physical items on there. I'm really leery about using Etsy and physical items. I don't know. But I'm not in this to be like supporting my family with this business or this little hobby. So I just said, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to reopen my Etsy shop, sell my patterns and things on there, and hope and pray for the best. Oh no, Jay. Well, good morning to you. I hope you all get to feeling better quickly. So anyway, I found this on Amazon yesterday, and it's a yarn organizer. Specifically, like pictures and everything shows yarn in this. It hangs from a door. It's supposed to hang from a door. It comes with like little over the door hangers, but I have it on hooks on my pegboard here. I think I'm gonna put all my cotton out here, so I don't have to keep digging it out. But I'm debating moving these 2 shelves up over here where you can't see them. They're my bookshelf. These are my 2 bookshelves anyway. They're individual cubes, and so I can move them wherever. But I was thinking of moving them over here. Good morning. To on top of here, so this could hang down further, and you guys can see all my cotton and things. Not that I want you to see it, but just it's really tall, and I'm not gonna be able to reach all the way up to the top of this thing. I'm gonna literally have to get on a stool to get up there. Need a few more thummies. Thank you, Marianne and Tank. Thank you. Okay, so does anybody need to see how to do a half double crochet? I also feel like you guys see this one light right here, this little changing color light? Kind of feel like I want to move it over here so I can actually see it in the video. Monique, good morning. I'm not sure how I'm liking this view. So anyway, I finished a bag yesterday, guys, but I decided I need to make it in cotton. I get to making these bags and then forget how much acrylic stretches. So this bag is already big enough as it is that when you put weight in it, it stretches quite a bit, but it's acrylic. So here, look, I just want to show you how much it stretches. It looks really, really funny. And the straps, I think I'm gonna make the straps smaller, but I have another bag started in here, so I've got like 3 cakes of yarn in here, full-ish cakes, and then, yeah. So guess what, y'all? This I'm calling the blessings bag. So it's going to have the same premise, I guess you could say. I don't know if that's the right word. As the hopeful tote. I was at my daughter's, she was at her, like a committee meeting last night. So the older girls have been, if they volunteered for it, leadership roles. And so on one Monday every month, when they aren't regularly meeting, they get together. These girls do that volunteered for these committees. And so you've got a meeting committee, you've got a badge, a camping committee, you've got a awards ceremony and social events committee, and then you've got girls that are just there to work on badge work. And thank you. It is Grammy Rita, but it is adjustable, completely adjustable. Like, you can make it smaller, a lot smaller. Like I said, I don't know how to I don't know how to make small bags. I mean, because like when I'm making it, it looks small, and I'm like, I gotta keep going, and then I keep going way too far, and then it ends up being huge. So, but the way this bag is designed, not by me, but the way that it, I mean, the person, whoever came up with that style of bag, it's adjustable. You just don't go as far up with, your repeats of your chevron rows, and then you don't make your bottom square of the bag as big. You just, you stop it. So, yeah, it can be made smaller. So, and that's what I'm going to try and work on with cotton. I'm going to try and make a cotton one today and see if I can make it smaller and less flimsy, less stretchy. Because I'm going to double strand 2 strands. I'm going to 2 strand cotton together, double strand cotton, and run 2 together. I don't know how many times I can say 2 strands. And I'm going to make the bag hopefully smaller and a little less stretchier. But yes, big ball sacks are good for project bags. Yeah, the ickies are going around. The ickies are going around. So I got it written up, but I'm going to try and make it in cotton. And I will also type it up and get it sent to Miss Monique. To test it outside of myself, because I can make it. I know I can make it, so I need to make sure others can make it. So, does anybody need to see half doubles? I don't know if anybody's answered. Well, I mean, I guess if you don't need to see it, then you won't answer. It is a great grocery bag, but that's why I'm saying I need to stop making my bags in acrylic, because cotton is much better and it's less stretchy. Oh no, Mary Ann. Major bad tooth issue. Oh, I hope it's better for you quickly. Well, I'm glad you're helping, Monique. I really am. I'm glad you're excited for it too. I mean, if you don't need to see half doubles, I understand. But literally this square is, what did I say? In the picture, I count 1. Hold on a second. Well, maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, hold on. So it's got 2 rows of pink, and then 1, 2, 3 rows of green. So it's 5, 6. But then it only goes to 1 row there. Oh wait, no, that's the chain. Never mind. 1, 4, 5, 7, 8. So 8 rows of half double crochets, and then 2 rounds of single crochet border. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marianne. Having pain in your mouth is just annoying. Because it doesn't just stop at your mouth. It sometimes it just radiates throughout your full skull. So, good morning. Did I miss Arlena and Heidi? Oh, yes. Good morning, Arlena and Heidi. 3 hours of sleep. Oh, my. And 6 newborn puppies. Still more to go. Wow. That's crazy. I love the bag, but I hope it, yeah. I think it can be made, I know it can be made smaller. You know what I'm saying? I need to make it for myself and make sure. This is a simple enough square. I'm just going to do this outside of this, I think. No worries, Sharon. You're here. Hey, and calls from family are way more important than me. So, Lana, do you need me to show you this one at all? Because I can. It's just half double crochets is all it is. And then you do the same single crochet border around the outside as we did the first square. So if nobody really needs this one's simple enough that we can do this behind the scenes and just keep moving forward. And then next week we can work. Because I really want to do that. That's why I'm kind of trying to get. I should work on this though. Your light keeper blanket. Monique, call your mom right now. Like, look, you got a phone call. You can handle the half doubles. Sweet. I was kind of wanting to do this. That's why I was asking. Reorganize some stuff with you guys. It'll be a little hard to watch the chat, but I can try my best. But I'm like, ooh, I'm biting at the bit to do it. I don't want to wait till 9 o'clock. But I have to clear some things out of the way too. So it's like, it might take us all hour to get it done. I have a mess everywhere I need to clean up. This is just peeking over here, my pile of boxes that I need to move. She's being impatient. I'm getting ready to wake 5 grumpy preteens. Organize away. You might need help with the border. Okay. Y'all, Mother's Day this year falls on my daughter's birthday. And so I'm like trying to figure out how to be like it's her birthday, but it's also my birthday, like my birthday of her. And then it's Mother's Day. It's my day. It's very rare she was not born on Mother's Day when she came. She came 2 days after Mother's Day occurred that year. Like I delivered her 2 days on a Tuesday. Mother's Day was that Sunday. And so no worries, Sharon. You're cool. You're cool. Melissa, Frizzly, come on. It's Melissa G. We can't forget that part. It's just not right. Good morning to you. Okay, do we organize or do we crochet? What do y'all want to do? I can be a good girl and wait. I promise I'll be fine. I'm just really, really, really anxious. I literally just pulled that off my front porch this morning. I gotta do some rearranging. So it might get a little messy. BB's been a member for 5 months. Oh, by the way, for those of you just coming in, oh my goodness, Heidi, 7 and still more in there. Wow. And thanks for being a member for 4 months. Y'all, the memberships, y'all, it's amazing. It's awesome. I love that you guys are doing that I love it. Like, I don't do anything for my members, and I know I suck when it comes to that. I know I do. Well, I'm going to be your organizing buddy this morning. I know, right, Melissa? How rude that she forgets the G part. Good morning, Cheryl Lee. Good morning, good morning. Okay, are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Do. Alright, I gotta move these out of the way because I gotta put my shelves. I gotta move these up there, so I gotta move all the stuff off of the shelf. Oh no, don't fall. My little stitch marker display. It's not the prettiest, but it functions. I wanted it to be on my desk, but it's really too big. And because I was thinking of put like notes and things on it. Because like Juan was talking about in his Monday live yesterday, his Monday morning early 4 a.m. live about vision boards. And I was like, I could turn that into a small vision board. Put all my inspiration on there. Woohoo! Last sleeve. Okay. It's about the only way this is going to work is I'm going to have to slide around. Or turn. Okay, I got to move this, unfortunately, I think. Okay, if I turn it like that, I'll be fine. Oh, okay. A little dusty, don't mind the dust. Oh, Lord, that's heavy. Spin. I'm spinning backwards. It's sticky on the back. Why is it sticky on the back? Alright, I gotta figure out where to put this. I gotta figure out where to put this now. Organize it into your bag. I wish I could go back in time and see the history of why are they called jumpers? Like, why was it given the name jumper? And how it evolved to sweaters or tops or whatever for us here in the U.S. Pivot. Where's that from? Pivot. Pivot. I'm pivoting. This is my my Amish Swift, my tabletop Swift. Yeah, I would love to know, like, why is it called a jumper? It doesn't make sense to me. Like a jumper, like if it were to be a piece of clothing to me, it would be like the overalls. And then like, why are those called overalls? I mean, I get why, because they cover a lot of stuff. Oh, they're over a lot of stuff. I don't know. Oh, friends. Oh, yeah. Okay. Pivot. Oh, God. This one's a lot heavier. It has it doesn't have just as many books. This one has all the books. Okay. This one might not be as pretty of a transition, so bear with me. Oh, God, this is heavy. It'd be a whole lot less heavier if I took all these books out. But why do I want to do that? I want to be done with it. This is how I work, y'all. I'm not always the smartest when it comes to things. Hold on, I'm pivoting again. Pivot. Pivot. I got stuff around the back side of me here, so I'm trying to go through it without knocking it all over. All right. Ready, set, lift. Oof. Phew. Got it done. I got it done, y'all. I mean, I kind of like having those up there. Now I just got to figure out where to put this. I probably could put it above. I might be pulling this off. I might be pulling all this stuff off and putting that there. This just feels, I mean, I love all this stuff right here and I want it there, but I don't know. I don't know. This is me organizing. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Because if I put this, I have a little bit of space right here at the end of these two shelves. There's about this much room towards until the end of the shelf, and it's like, but I would have to turn this sideways, and I wouldn't see it. I could put it above it, but then I don't know. Either way, I think you guys are gonna see it. You're gonna need I know. I need to do an updated version. I just don't like how high that is. Okay. Now, I'm gonna have to slide my chair over and stand on it to get this back down. So bear with me. I'm going up. I don't like to use this chair to stand on because it is a spinning, pivoting chair, but I'm holding on to things. Don't fall. Don't come out. There we go. All right, now I gotta figure out how far down I want to hang this, because it can touch the floor and hang. I mean, that's pretty much the top of it right there, so it doesn't go very far. What I might do is go a little bit higher, so that way I can put stuff underneath it. And not lose too much of this corner or this little, that way I don't lose too much of the space. I know, right? It is precarious being up there on that chair. Don't think like that. Because then I still had a little bit of space down here below that I could put, like, I can put my, that's the only thing is I don't have a lot of, like, it doesn't, there's not, I can't put two totes next to each other wide, so I could put another white cube under there. I could have left one down there, but that's fine. It's fine. I'm trying to think what I could put under there. Actually, you know what I could put right there? I might be able to put my adding machine. The table might actually fit in here, and I can scoot it in here, and that way it's not at the other end of my cabinet, my countertop, and it takes up, it'll make that flow a little better maybe. Okay, that will be another project, moving the adding machine over here. So I have, whenever I stand on this chair, I make sure it's up against something. So I pushed it as close to this as possible so that the arm, when it turned, would hit this and it wouldn't keep spinning. And I had my hand on this and the back of this at the same time. So it was like, I trust me, I know. I'm like, I'm unbalanced when I'm up on things. And so like, I try to make it balanced as best as I can. So. Chat AI thinks they know everything. Okay, let me push. I got boxes to move. Hold on. This can go back right here. This can go back right there. I gotta move stuff over so I can get into my cotton. My cotton pick and cotton. I want to get it out of this cabinet because I can't see it all. So I want to put my cotton where I can see it. All right. Let me put, so yeah, I have 3 bins. Technically 4, but the fourth bin is all this scrubby stuff. But it goes with my cotton because I use it with my cotton. So I gotta put these last 2 flat pieces in here. Okay. All right, so then I have 3 pockets at the top. I'll have to figure out what to use those for. I may not use them for anything because I really don't have anything to put in them. They're small pockets that are, like in the pictures, are meant for like your hooks and scissors and things, but I don't need that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I have 5 shelves. How do we split the colors up? I'm going to start with pinks at the top. So once I empty these, I'll have these as project totes again. So I'm going to start with pink up here, which you can't see. Oh, it fits perfectly. I mean, it's a little tight, but all right. That's all the pink that's in that one. So I'll move to this one. Oh, that's right. Let's see. I need to add it to my, I'm going to add it to my description box. So that way it's always in there. Dashboard. It is quite literally empty right now. How do I share this? It says 9 years on Etsy. How do I share it? Oh, let's go back. Copy link. There we go. All right, here is my Etsy shop link. Why is this not? There you go. It's JB's Boutique. So instead of, I was thinking of renaming it JB's Crochet, but I figured because it already has the JB's on there, you guys should correlate it to me. Not correlate it to me. Think back, you know. I can't think of what I'm trying to say here. This should be in my scrap one because it's slightly used, but I'll put it on top. All right. Paints. Go with solids first, and then I'll do the variegated. Should I put red? Yeah, I'll put red with the pink. It's basically pink with less white, I guess. And I'll put the variegateds in here. Like this. And I need these two. All right. What's my next color? I got orange. I could move the red to the orange, I suppose. I don't know what to do with the next color. Should I do the... Good morning, Tamby. Good morning, good morning. That needs to go in my scrap. That needs to go in my scrappy scrap. There's silver. I'm wondering if I should move to the purple and the blue, or no. I don't know what color I should go to next. Good morning, Jeremy. Well, yeah, so Steven, I just said, you know what? I don't want Etsy to get all those fees, but it's just easier for people to be able to just be randomly searching for things and maybe coming across me. Whereas Ko-Fi, you literally need to be like within our little community to hear about it, you know. But I'll still have that to where people can donate to if they want to. And I do have my Amazon wish list that you guys can, you know, support there too if you wanted. Oh my goodness. It seems like this move's taking quite the length of time for you. I'm trying to figure out what color to go next. I still have some pinky ones, but I think I'm going to put them with the oranges. But they're small ones, so they're these little stripies. And then all the greens and blues I'll put together. And then I have this one Bambootiful. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. Look at those. Oh, I was thinking of putting these with my orange. That's what I'll do. Good morning, Jeremy. Okay, I think my next bin, you'll be able to see me load it because it's down far enough. I think is going to be this. I'm going to put my Cotton Fair Bulky in here. Where'd the other two go? They're over here. Y'all, this is opening up a whole nother cabinet for me to store stuff in. Lisa, I think I'm going to move it all my patterns over to Etsy. On Etsy, I think, you know, if you find them on Ko-Fi, they'll be whatever the price they are. I'll try to keep them the same price over on Etsy, but I think on Etsy, some of my free ones, I might put a couple dollars on them. Oh my goodness. That is crazy, Tamby. Okay. I'm gonna put these. Ah! I'm losing yarn. It's raining yarn. I mean, they fit in here a little tightly, but I don't care. I can see what's all in here, y'all. This is awesome. I love this thing already. I love it already. Okay, there's that one. All right, what's my next color? I don't have much for purple, so I'm just gonna save that one. I'm gonna leave it with that one, I think. All right, so I'm gonna just do with all the greens and blues. I'm gonna start with the green, I think, because I don't have much of that one. This is what I have for green cotton. That's it. That's all she wrote. Same here, Marianne, but it's just, let me put it this way. There's been stores and places that I've been trying to not go to, but I end up going to them because, yeah, so. I'm just doing it for mostly ease of use. If it gets to be too much of a fees and things, I'll figure out then, but I want to get more eyeballs on my patterns because right now I get like 5 to 10 people, you know, and I mean, that's great. Like, I'm not trying to downplay that, but like, I just want to get more traction on it, you know, like I want to make it a side hobby hustle thing. So, all right. I'm getting low on blues and things. I got a bunch of these little ones in here. Oh, that's blue. That should stay with this. Put the bigger ones on the bottom. Got one more of those. Okay. All right, I'm gonna stand up. Look, I got one empty. I don't know if these are gonna fit in here very well. You know what? We're gonna do this. I'm gonna put this one up here. There's blues down here. I think this is what I'm gonna do. All right. I emptied one more. Oh, I know I still have yarn in my closet storage shed, but I have to start putting stuff away. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I think Ravelry is the same way too, Frizzy. Like, I don't know. Should I do Ravel? I just don't know. Should I do Ravelry too? I just don't want to pay a whole bunch of fees. I don't know. Now I'm second guessing my whole Etsy decision. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put my purple with my blues here. Not a whole lot of rhyme or reason. Oh, I do have more purple than I thought. I have dark purple down here. Grays and blacks and whites will go together. not too worried about taxes and things. Like, I'm not going to make enough to really matter with taxes. So it's like, I don't know. I'm starting to just be like, I don't know what to do. Now, I will have to unbury some of those, but that's okay, I think. I would much rather see what I have and dig it out than have to pull these out and go like this to see what all's in there. I've emptied 3 buckets. 3 project buckets. Y'all look. Project buckets can just sit right there. Right. Right, Tank? That's what I need. But I'm not there yet. Actually, you know what? Not those. Not these under there. But this. I'm going to put this bucket like that because I'm running out of these. This is my last one, and I'm going to put my neutrals, I guess, in there. So we'll start with black. I need all the black to come with it. And then gray, or gray and silver. And then the white and cream. And then I'll put these stripies. I want more of these stripies. These ones are a little bit harder to find. They're the gray ones, and they're called flannel. They're a little bit harder to find, but when I find them, I try to grab one. Ta-da! All done. All done. Oh, yeah, no, Lisa, Ko-Fi's not going anywhere. I'm just using Etsy for selling. I think I'm just going to use it for selling. That's all it's going to be used for, is just to sell the patterns. And they'll still be on Ko-Fi too, but for those of you that want to buy them off of there. But I want to do the Etsy because I can leave them up there and not worry about them, and they're PDFs, and other people outside of our little group could find them without having to hear from us personally. And then you guys could also word of mouth spread the whole Etsy thing out there too. So I'm going to put my camera up a little bit so you guys can see the whole shebang here. Well, you'll see the top of it anyway. So there you go. That is my whole contraption thing. And all my cotton is out. Yay! I feel like this needs some organization still. I feel like it's too cluttered. I can reprint the pattern if they get worn out from use, and I've forgotten to save on any of my devices. Yeah. Yeah, no, Ko-Fi's not going anywhere. It'll still be there for supporting. This needs work. It needs work. It's just too much going on for me. Like, I'm thinking of moving these into these little pouches up here. Because like I said, I don't have any use for up there for anything. That's a little better. It feels a little less cluttered. I'm using the flower box to hold Merlin up there. Mr. Merlin. How did I hang it from my board? I used these. We had a bunch of these already, so I used these. Now, I will say that the holes for the hanging part don't line up with the holes on the pegboards very well, but it works. I mean, I'll show you. I don't know if you can't really tell, but if you look, it's kind of caved in a little bit. And there you guys can see what you don't get to see up above very often. That's my puppy I lost last year. That's him, Wesley, and his paw print. So he's with us every day. Let me see, I gotta get this back down. There we go. Oop, too far. There we go. My parameter of how far the camera goes down is it sits just where I can see, just above this JB's crochet. I want that to be seen, but not much above it. So yeah, there you go. Now I've got a mess to clean up. I gotta figure things out here. Oh, you know what? I'll put these. So I went through my minis and I divided them up. These are all the ones that look DK. So I still need quite a bit more to make my blanket because this is not going to make a very big blanket. And then these are all my fingering weights. What I was thinking of doing with these is running 2 of them together to make one of these thickness. So that way I can still put them into the blanket. It's just the perfect spot right there for those. And then these are all my row 1 yarns that I get every month. They're in their own little bag. Now I just gotta figure out where to put this stitch marker thing. Look at that. We didn't spend the whole hour. Now I can crochet something. Because there's really not much more organizing to do at the moment. It's more or less cleaning up and putting things away. So these 2 pink bins right here are 2 projects that I have. One I can finish pretty quickly. It's the Across the Twisted Plains blanket that I'm turning into a scarf for now. And then the patterns, I think the pattern is up on my Ko-Fi. Valerie, thank you. Okay, I'm getting there slowly but surely. I'm getting there with everything. I still want to hang up these sun catchers, but I don't have any pegboard space to put them. So what I might do is I might hang them on the wall over here. If the wall, the command hooks will hold them. You're a honeybee. So you know what I might actually put down below this cotton as well is my what am I trying to say here? My scrap. Put my scrap bin. Hold on a second. I just had a hold on. I need to see if this is going to work. I was going to put my scrap bin of cotton under here, which is a little basket. But y'all, oh, I might actually have to move this up a little bit. Because I might actually be able to get something out from underneath my desk and away from my feet. Oh, hold on. Let's try idea. Get in my way. So this is my scrap bin of regular scraps. Yes. Haha. I have foot freedom. Oh, it's glorious. I can kick my feet forward. That's how excited I am, Valerie, that you became a member. I have feet room. This is amazing. I'm getting so close to being organized, y'all. I'm so happy. Y'all don't know how. Oh, this is awesome. It fits there perfectly. And y'all, this, I don't need to see this because there's only a few colors in here. So this will just go back in the cabinet. That right there, oh my gosh, makes me so happy. Y'all don't even know. It can. He has, I don't even know how many. He put 2, 4, 6. There's at least, actually, probably 12 lag bolt things into the wall, holding it up. I don't have a ton on it. It's just this is the heaviest thing, but it's not that bad. I don't plan to overload that too much. I mean, I still have room to put things in it, but I think it'll be fine. I'm excited. But no, if I don't, you know what? I might not actually move it up because this little bin is actually holding up the last level of this cotton holder thing. I'm trying to think if all those would fit. That, or I might use this cabinet right here as my works in progress cabinet. But then I won't be able to see them. That's the thing with these cabinets is whatever I put in there has to be something I can easily pull out and see what's in it, because I'll forget what's in there. No worries, Tank. No, I think it'll be fine. And like I said, if you saw what was all hanging on there, there's not a ton. Like I have these two things right here. Those two things right there. There's a bag. There's a couple shells right there with barely anything on it. And a couple shells over here with barely anything on it. So, small yarn store. I know, right? I could do that too. I mean, I would sell out pretty quick, but I'm getting happier with the way things are. It's a slight mess at the moment. That's okay. I need to clean off my countertop again. That's okay. Okay, you know what? Well, I was about to reach under my desk for my scrap bin. It's right here. This is going to take some time to get used to. All right. What colors do I want to use? I mean, these little squares that I'm making are probably not going to end up matching. So here's the one. I still haven't done the tails on it yet. I need to write down how many I did. I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? 18. That sounds about right. Yeah, they're probably not going to match, and I don't know. It'll just be very patchworky. That's fine. All that work made me warm. I gosh, I'm excited to get the rest of this put away. But it requires me to be off screen for the most part. There we go. What colors do I want to use? Or do I just want to do a straight color? Let's see. I used all the purple, so it's gone. Just make it a brown color. This week has already been too much. Oh no, Rebecca. And hello. Okay. So. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I did it yesterday. It is the fingerless mitts that you had shown me, those lace fingerless mitts. I started on them yesterday. I got one done. I didn't do the full cuff because it already had a thick cuff right here from the thumb. So I didn't do the pattern to the fullest, and I did adjust it a little bit to work with a DK. So this is my my one finished mitt that I made from the bloom, Premier Bloom that I got from Frizzy's dip sale. So that's from here. It's very scrappy, but it's cute. I got to get the other one finished before next Monday. So yeah, it's just those lace mitts that we found. They're really cute. And I like how small this is. You know, it fits my small, dainty hands. Rebecca, you'll get these done super fast. These don't take no time at all. I got most of it done. Well, I got from here to about here done yesterday on the live talking. And yeah, I had some struggles, but otherwise they work up pretty fast. Yeah, reward myself with 30 minutes of crocheting. So I think I'm just going to make a solid square. I know that they have stripes in here, but do we want it? I don't know. Do I want a color change or do I just make it solid? I don't know. I'm just, like I said, they may not match, but that's fine. We're here to use scraps. I actually kind of like those mitts. All right, what hook size did I use yesterday? I think it was the 5.5, wasn't it? I don't know if it was 5.5 or 6. Not yesterday, last week. My goodness. I don't remember. I have 18 stitches that I need that I did with single crochet. The half doubles might be slightly different because they might be bigger. I don't remember what hook size I used with these. So they're about just shy of 6 inches, maybe around 6-ish inches with the 18. It's a 7-inch square though with the border. What size did I use? I cannot remember what I used last week. I need to write this down as soon as I figure it out. I feel like I used the 6. And I was like, it's going to make them a little bigger, but that's fine. Because we can make them as big as we want. Did I go with the recommended hook size or did I go up to a 6? I can't remember. Yeah, so. Well, now I can't crochet on that because I'm going to have to figure out what hook size I used. Okay, that's fine. All right, I have a question for you guys. I started making this yesterday. This is the bottom of my next bag. And I found a solid granny square that I'm using. And y'all, there's no gaps. in the corners. There's none in the center. I can't point to the right spot right here. But do you see what it's doing? Now I'm using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, which is the recommended hook size for this yarn. Is it doing that because it's too tight in the center because of that magic ring, or is it doing that because it's too tight of a hook? Which I can manipulate this magic ring a little bit to loosen it, but it doesn't help. I held up a dark hook. They are now. Well, my goodness. Good morning, Lydia. I held up a dark hook. Oh, it probably was the brown one. Maybe. Because the 6 millimeter clover is a brown one. I don't like this. Now, it is the bottom of a bag, so does it matter? Like, it's only doing it, I don't know. But it's not too many stitches, though. That's the thing. Even my square on the bottom of my bag that I did here, where it's a solid granny, but it's in the corner, there's a chain space. So the way this one is done is it might have too many. No, because even in the solid granny with the chains in the corner, there's two double crochets before you chain two and then two double. So even with that one, I still had a little bit of wobbliness like this. But with the way this one is done is it's 2 double crochets, treble crochet, 2 double crochets to make the corner. So it's the same number of stitches. It's actually 1 chain less. And I am flipping my rounds. Yes. I'm turning every round. Good morning, Debbie. Yeah, I don't know if I should, again, it's the bottom of, if I lay it flat, look, if I lay it down on a table, I can flatten it out for the most part. And it's the bottom of a bag. So like I'm trying to figure out if I need to be too concerned about it because it's the bottom of a bag. It's going to be wonky anyway because of the chevron that I'm going to put on it. I was just trying a different bottom to try to maybe get less holes so that way the bottom would be less holy. And I'm going extra rounds. I'm going 9 rounds instead of 7, which is one of the tweaks that I need to make for my bag. Either go up to 9 or I need to fix how I did the 7 one. Yeah, so it's just, it bugs me seeing it do that. And I know it's either I go to the same thoughts, either too many stitches or something, right? That's my same thought. That or it's too tight of a hook, right? Or too small of a hook, or like the tension's too tight or something. I don't know. I go there too. So it's like, I don't know. But again, it's the bottom of a bag, so it's going to come up like this anyway, you know, so. But I mean, it's just the bottom of the bag, so it's, you know, it's like this one where, you know, you don't really see the bottom. This thing looks so funny. Because of how long it is, how much it stretches. It's so funny. See, I don't know, Steven. Like, do I keep going to find out? And then I can be like, well, now I need to frog it because I know it's going to be wonky the whole way, right? And I don't want to put that out there. I don't want to have other people make it and it go, oh, this is wonky, you know, after it's finished. You know, I don't like wonky. I don't want other people to make wonky. And I don't want people wasting their money on wonky. Y'all, this makes me so happy. This little quick organization that we did, but then the destruction that I made in doing so. And good morning, Debbie. I don't know if I missed you. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Whew. bubbly soda. Well, bubbly drinks. I just don't know if I should go up to a 6 millimeter. I'm using a 5.5. So I'm asking before I pick this up and start working on it, because I'm like, do I finish the round that I'm on? Because like I'm that far away from this corner right here is where I'm going to. So I only have the rest of this side and this side to finish this round before I put my next round on, and then I do the bag body part. Good morning, Miss Glow. How are you? I've been seeing you a lot more lately in chats and things. That's awesome. I wish I would have had time to do coffee. Time got the best of me this morning. What do y'all think? I don't know. What do y'all think? I really like the way this bottom looks. It's nice and solid. If I did link double crochets, it'd be even more solid. I'm kind of tempted to frog it out and use a 6 millimeter hook and do link double crochets in this same pattern, because I think I could do it. It's the treble in the corner that I might not be able to do it. I don't know. I mean, this one had a little bit of wonkiness at the bottom too. It's really long. I should have definitely not done. So there's 9 rows of pink, and then there's like 6. There's 6 rows of the teal, and then it goes into half double 3. So there's almost 10 rows of the teal. So it needs a little less. So yeah, I know, Steven. Slowly still walking on bone. Oh no. Well, I hope it keeps getting better and better and better and better and just goes away for you. Like I said, when I hold it, when I smush it down on the table, it flattens out a little bit. Like I can get it to lay flat. It's when I pick it up and I'm working it that it goes wonky. So I'm just indecisive, y'all. I just don't know what to do. I don't even have the right hook with me. Oh, it's right there. Oh, I'm glad that didn't fall out. It was in my bag, all willy-nilly. Maybe don't use the treble. The treble, I don't know why they use the treble, to be honest. Like, it really doesn't need, like, to make that corner. You just put one double. Like, if I just do a double, it should be fine. If I did 5 doubles in the corner, it should give me the 2 to turn, the 1 in the center, and then the 2 on the other side, right? I think I'm going to frog this out and redo it. The reason I went with the 5.5 and didn't do the 6 is because again, it's the base of the bag. I'm trying to make it as less holy as possible. So that way, if for some reason you did have a hook, it's not gonna, it might poke through like that, but it's gonna take a lot of pushing for the rest of the hook to go all the way through. Like, your hook shouldn't fall out very easily. Well, I followed a solid, I think it was called like a super solid granny square pattern to make the bottom. And then I'm doing the rest of it in my own. So, you know what? I'm going to frog back to this one corner and just see if that double makes a difference. Because I could change it to my own, do doubles instead of... Uh-oh. I thought I heard a fire truck outside. Somewhat close by. Not like right next to us or anything, but... I think that would work just fine, doing 5 doubles. So this is with the treble here. That's, I mean, it doesn't curl as much either towards the front. I shared it in Discord. Let me see if I can find it again. It's How to Crochet a Super Solid Granny Square by Adore Create Crochet. Let's see. Copy. Let's see if this will work. Let me see if this will work. Try that, Steven. It definitely still has a corner to it. It's a little more rounded. I don't know. I really feel like it's those first 2 rounds that are causing it, because they're tight, looks like. And really the treble just gives it more height. It doesn't really add to this way. So I don't know. I was just trying to use a pattern to, like I said, make it less holy, where there's less holes here in the corners. Because the rest of it's the same. It's the corners that are different. I'm just wondering if I have tight tension, if that's what caused it. You're trying to remember whose tutorial you used for the solid square, which came out. I know, it's like, it looks great. I mean, I feel like I'm starting to wonder if I just need to go up a hook size, if mine is just too tight. So that's why it's doing what it's doing. Let's see if I have a 6mm. I do. All right, we're gonna frog this. Maybe I just stick to my solid granny square like I did on my original one, and just make the other change. Yeah, so I was just trying to make it where it was a little less holy on the bottom. Which would you guys rather have? A square like this, where the corners are filled in, or do I stick with the original bottom, which is like this? It's still not very, I mean, it's only got the holes in the corners. There's something on my bag. Where's it at? Right there. So this is the original bag that I made. I don't know, which base do you guys like better? Yeah, I was counting them, Steven. I just think maybe it's too tight. It's got to be what it is. I'm wondering if the magic, I don't know. I'm going to go back. I'm just going to frog out all the way back to the first original. The first round. And see, because it feels like it started getting wonky on the second round. Because if I look at it, it just, when it's laying flat here, it looks like it starts getting wonky from this point out. So it just feels like these two center rounds are pulling it, like doing this to it, you know? But no, I counted, so. You like the original one? With the corners like that? Maybe I just go back to the original then. It's totally fine. It's easy to do. Yeah, because see, look. I feel like it was the center of this that was causing it, because it's still doing it. I mean, I feel like I have to frog out the whole thing. Would it work with a base where the stitches go side to side instead of in the round? Well, so the square is just to make it easy, because you go, I mean, to make the bag, you go in a round, and then you don't have to do any like side seaming or anything. It's literally, you could literally take one skein of yarn. I bet you, I don't know, should I challenge myself? I bet you I could take this Red Heart Mermaid bitty stripes, which I only have the one of, so it is the 10 ounce, 515 yards. Like, in theory, you could take this one skein of yarn, and without cutting the yarn, unless there's factory knots, without cutting the yarn and reattaching new colors or changing colors, with this one thing, I should be able to make the bag all from this one. See, Grammy, read it. I'm getting more ideas. I feel like now I want to make one from this instead of doing what I started with. Now that that brown's all frogged out and I've done this and I've showed it to you, I kind of want to start one with this now. And I'm going to start it with a 6mm, because this recommends a 5.5. So I'm going to challenge myself, see if I can get a whole bag out of this thing. I should be able to. Because like I said, I'm making tweaks to that one. So I'm not making huge tweaks, just there's a tweak that I'm making where I messed up on my decreases on how I did them in the first like 3 or 4 rounds, and so I am going to go back and fix that with my pattern. So I want to test the new theory in my head. So I think I'm going to make it with this bag. You think the treble in the corner makes it wonky? It very well could. It's hard to know. I mean, she makes it look like it don't in the pattern or the tutorial. So I'm like, what are you doing that I'm not? Because mine went whoop. It turned upside down. You know, as much as soft as other yarns are, I don't mind working with Red Heart unless it gets splitty. Then it's like meh. Meh, 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 meh. All right, I have 3 sides. I need 1 more for a square. I'm like, oh, I'm done. We can make a 3-sided bag here. There's a new concept for you. Might have to try that. It'd be more like a rectangle bag. I don't even know if that would work. But hey, you know what? I'm going to write it down as an idea to try. Oh, in that video, she's using merino. Oh, maybe that's why it works for her. I don't know. All right, so 3-sided bag. I'm going to try it. Not with this, but I'm going to try it. going to get some scrap yarn out and see if it even works. Do, 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 do. All right. So we are going to go to round 7 with a solid set of 5 in the corner. Very, very true, Jeremy. So do like a double, treble, double instead of double, double, treble, double, double. Yay! Frizzy's back, Frizzy's back, Frizzy's back, 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 Frizzy's back. I mean, it's only been since Thursday, but still, she's back, 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 back. So, by the way, guys, I believe Grammy Rita is the one that gave me the idea for putting the word blessings into my name for this bag. And so this bag, as of last night, officially became the blessings bag because I got started saying this story earlier, and I think I got onto the Etsy thing. But anyway, I was sitting there talking with one of the other leaders, one of the other leaders in the troop, and I was telling her about how someone had given me the idea of, I was asking her for help on what word to put with the word blessings. And she rattled off a few of the ones that I'd already come up with, and we got to talking, and just, Marianne was in my head. Simple is better too. And so we got to talking, and we're like, yeah, she's like, the blessings bag. Just nice and simple. And then one of the girls had walked over, and we were talking. It was the girl that has the Etsy store through her mom, because she's still like a junior or something in high school. Sophomore or junior, I don't know what age she is. Can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, we got talking with her, and she was telling her about how I was considering an Etsy store and whatnot to put my patterns, and she called this bag the blessings bag. And I went, as soon as someone else said it outside of my head and myself, I went, that is the name. That right there is officially, like, because you said, like, it's official. So it is officially the blessings bag. So it's going along the whole line of that whole hopeful tote thing, right? And so I told her about how the hopeful tote and the whole concept and premise behind filling it with stuff full of hope. And so this blessings bag is going to be a bag full of blessings, so. Oh, I know. The single crochet one, if you watch the replay back from yesterday, the single crochet the foundation single crochet looks so weird in my head. Like, I can do the half doubles and the doubles, and it doesn't look as weird, but for some reason the single just looks weird to me. Yeah, increasing by 2 sounds like it would ruffle on you. Well, that's what I do here. I'm doing the solid granny, and I'm isn't the solid granny 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets in the corner, and then you go into each of the, like, it goes from 3 to, actually, you know what? I might actually have to fix this, because I think going from 3 to, because it increases by 4 every round on the side. Yeah, because mine's already starting to get a bit of a wobbliness to it. So yeah, even with a 6, I'm getting that wobbliness. Y'all see it? I don't know if you can see it. So do I need to decrease this down to 1 stitch in the corner instead of 2? And maybe that was my problem with the solid, because so see how these have the holes? Good morning, Sammy Jazz. Hi. I would go stitches till I hit this in the frame and see what from there go in the round. What? So I should do 1 stitch then. 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet. Or do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets? Which one? Like, apparently I've been doing this wrong this whole time. So if I just do 1 double crochet, it goes from 3 to 5 and it increases by 2 every round. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing for a solid? Chain 2. Go back in with 1. So hopefully this week I'll have the pattern up for the blessing bag, but the blessings bag. I just feel like doing 1 double crochet makes it curl in. Like it doesn't have enough stitches. So maybe I should do 2 double crochets, chain 1 instead of chain 2. Maybe that will help my square. I mean, it's just a square for a bottom of a bag. You know, so I don't know. Like, I can do these designs in my head, but like at the same time, I don't understand, you know, like 100% the construction of things. Oh, I was really itchy. See, this is what happens when I do 1. It makes like a bowl. It curls up. So I'm wondering if I should do, I'm going to try chain, instead of chaining 2, I'm going to try chaining 1. So I'm going to do 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. All right, we're going over because I want to figure this out. Gotta get this base figured out, and then the rest of the bag's easy. Chain 1, 2 double crochets. Yeah, it needs more stitches than just double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, because that's technically only 4. It doesn't give it enough to turn. So, oh, my eye's still itchy. Bees, that sounds like a good plan to me. What sounds like a good plan to you? Doing the chain 1 instead of chain 2? I don't know what I said. Remember, Frizzy, context. Context. Yes, I love that. By the way, y'all, I don't know if you've done it yet, but here is my Etsy link again. Etsy link. I'm gonna go with it for now and see. Maybe I'll consider Ravelry. Let me get Etsy set up first. One step at a time. I gotta get the patterns on Etsy. I gotta figure out how to do all that again. Yes, context with us. You got. I'm trying to remember that myself when I respond to something with you. Okay, y'all. So far, I'm liking the chain 1. I think the chain 1 is where it's at. Yeep, yeep, yeep. Because look, it lays flat. It doesn't curl. I mean, it's only curling up because of how I'm holding it. But it's not wonky. It's flat. I don't know if you guys can tell, but in person I can see it. That is what I need to do. So chain 2, or sorry, 2 double crochets, chain 1, not chain 2. So I need to make that change. Woo woo! 20-pound back box of stuff. Okay, I showed my kid, I was going to keep it a surprise, but I told him, because he wants me to make him a train plushie, and I'm like, ooh. I don't know if I'm ready for that one yet. But I was like, well, I was going to make this for you, and I showed him Crafty, and he wants me to start on it today. I'm like, dude, I got to order yarn for that thing. What are you doing? Don't bring it down here. No, I'm not doing easy peasy. You have a Celis. That is your school.
I don't know what Celis is.
Jonathan? I don't want to argue with you right now about it.
I don't know what Celis means.
The school that's on your tablet, that's the one you're doing. We're not doing anything else. Or I'm just adding books to it for you to write. I don't know. The more rounds I get in, I don't know, this third round's starting to make me question my so 3 in center. Yeah, Steven, I know, that's what I was doing with the brown one. It was increasing by 4. And so that's what I'm doing now, but I'm chaining 1 instead of anything else. Although by doing this, I'm going to probably have you guys put stitch markers in because the spaces are smaller, so they're a little bit harder to find with the chain 1 spaces. So I may have to put that in as a note in my pattern. Put stitch markers in your corners so you can find them if you're not familiar with this stuff. So I think it's just because of how I'm holding it, but I feel like it's a little better, but it's still got a little bit of a wonkiness to it. It's flatter for sure, but I really like this. This is very well named with Mermaid. I just love how the colors kind of, the camera's not going to show it, but it just changes colors in there. It's like an ocean. I think I'm just going to keep going with this chain 1 solid here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 stitches between my corners. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Anytime I've ever done granny squares, I feel like there's always been 2 stitches in each of like 2 as you come into the corner and 2 as you go out. I like this mermaid yarn. It's pretty. Yeah, see, just from holding it, it does that. But I think that's just because how I'm like holding it like this to crochet. I think that's just why that wonkiness is being caused. But by doing this, I have now figured out that I just need to do some changes to my pattern. And that's why I do these things. I come on here and I work through things and you guys help me, you know. Sometimes you don't necessarily help me, but like just by me talking to you and I talk it out loud, you being there as a sounding board helps me by being able to do that. So yeah, I'm just doing 2 double crochets, chain 1 instead of chain 2 because it just felt like the chain 2 is causing the wonk. But it's still wonky. You see that? It's still got a little bit of a going to it, but I think that's just from how I'm holding it because I can flatten it out and it stays nice. That's a party. Oh, I can't wait. Now, what color strap am I going to do with this? I might do a cream, like a white, not a cream, a white, because I got white yarn. I'm going to do white yarn for the strap on this one. All right, I have gone over 9 o'clock. I need to get off here and go wrangle a child in with school because he thinks he needs to change it. And I'm like, nope, we ain't changing it now. So 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet corners, and 6mm hook with 4 weight. Right. And you got to do it twice. So go ahead and get the other one done while you're at it and just keep going. Like, not just keep going, but like get that one done. You can't. You got to do the whole rest of the pattern and then you can do the second. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic Tuesday. Thank you for being here with me while I organized some cotton and put up my new little storage thingy and helping me through these design changes and things, and I'll get that done later. So yeah, we're doing card number 2 today. So this week we have card number 2 from the Stitches box, and it's just half double crochets. If you need help with half double crochets, I have a tutorial on my channel for half double crochets. Just search how to, and I think half double crochet. I think I have that on my channel. I'm 95% positive that it's there. So, and don't forget to go check out my Etsy shop. It is empty, but just go ahead and follow it so that way maybe you could get the update when I start putting stuff on there. So, and always remember, y'all are somebody to somebody and loved. And I will see y'all at Frizzy's in a couple of hours. Have a great couple of hours, and I'll see you tomorrow here on my channel. Same time, same place. Bye. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.